Yep, this is early. Yeah. This was moving the streams to this time for the new year because it's just easier for me as well. So all the streams should hopefully be this early, unless it's a collab with Minx that's happening later. But I think so far, all the ones looking ahead will all be at this time, and all my personal streams will be at this time. Because yeah, it's working out much better for me. It used to be I had to do some stuff in the mornings, and now I don't. So, we might as well start earlier. There's also new emotes too. I added a couple new ones. I cycled out the holiday ones and put a couple new ones. Still working on a few more, but I was able to get at least a few done. One of the animated ones, my file got corrupted and Photoshop wouldn't open it anymore, which was great. That was so much fun. So I have to redo everything on that one. Yep, that's what. Oh, that's terrible. The getting stuff caught in your zipper. I had this really pretty. I guess they're called kerchief dresses. And I let my husband do the laundry. And my dress, the sleeve got ripped off because he washed it with, I can't remember what he washed it with. But the dress got caught in something of his, wrapped it around, and it ripped the sleeve off. And I was like, oh my god. So I feel your pain about, like, the minor things in laundry. I also have to have him keep stuff separate because he likes to wash stuff with Velcro. With all of my nice sweaters. And, you know, sweater, Velcro, it's a problem. Alright. Let's continue the battle. Yeah, that's a good idea to, like, close the zipper up. Oh, right, we were coming up into a battle. That's what we were doing.
Will beg for mercy, but I will grant none!
I'll bleed you dry!
Put you over there. That's a mild annoyance. Okay, I think everyone's where I want them to be. Sure. Start a battle. This is where I find out there was a dude along the side over here. Nope. But there are more around the other angles.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Wow, you missed the entire broadside of a barn. And shot a random bystander. That's excellent, Argenta, really.
The Omnissiah knows, comprehends all. Request approved.
Okay. Can you explode that, please?
Function successfully terminated.
Oh, just the person behind it. Okay. That's fine. I'll take that.
Hold on.
Oh, are you coming down the ladder? You might have to come down the ladder. That's actually
Time to slaughter someone.
good for me, but there will be people coming down that direction.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
What do I want? To shoot at things. Sure. I'm gonna save that away.
If I may,
Don't think I can hit any of these people. Can't hit that one either. Ooh, but can I hit this one? Yes, I can. Alright. Kill him.
Enemy down.
Excellent. That worked well. That's it for you.
Let's get to it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Scared yet?
Out of my way.
It's almost like they weren't expecting someone to show up from this side. But that looks like the AA gun.
Here's maggot.
Don't really want to be close to that, but... Oh, hold on, this is Adira.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Good to know there's a trap. Let's throw Foresight. Onto
Will
him.
do.
Arbitrarily. Let's throw analysis on that guy.
Was that you? Or
If I zap, does this get both of them? It does.
anything else? well.
Oh, and a dude up there too, somehow. Huh. I don't know. There've been some people. I'm not sure what the connection is, but sometimes when you kill some of these guys, it kills the other ones too.
Show me what you've got. Let's get to it.
High momentum.
Okay. Well. Which way do I want to go? I don't think I can get close enough for that. So let's put her here in ambush mode
Hold
for the
on.
time being. I hate to use that for cover. Okay, let's see. Anyway. Let's throw and analyze.
I'll see to it personally.
One.
On it.
That and take that guy out for sure. You're about to move next, actually.
I'll see to it personally. Chance.
Say if you missed with the 95%, which you have before, you'd be very disappointed. And I am always exceedingly disappointed with that.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Can you actually hit them?
I'll do it.
Surprisingly, yes. 34% chance. Hey, Pondwater. Yeah, it's always possible to roll a 1. You're right, Haley. Oh. I think the pink ribbon will be a cute accent for it. Let's see. That's it for you. That's a dead body. I guess let's just start making our way up in that general direction. Any chance I can reject the machine god up here? No. Has to have line of sight, of course. Alright, well,
Cogitation fails.
Line of sight on that guy? Cool. Can you shoot this guy?
Running binary code.
No, that's a no. Well, I tried.
Here we go.
My prescience has failed me.
Let's make it quick.
Let's get to it.
How nice. That actually will work out fairly well, I think. Whose turn is it? Oh, it's yours.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Problem is, I think we're gonna hit Cabela and no one else. Use that.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
I do insist. Because I would like you... That's 11 damage. What about you?
But of course,
Well, that did something. I wish it would have showed me what it did, but, you know.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Alright.
Out of my way.
Come closer. Yes, yes, yes.
Let's get to it.
Into the meat grinder, please. Strap and analyze on me. The foresight. On
On it.
herself. Of course, you had to Perils of the Warp.
time to slaughter someone.
Goodness.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Blood.
I cannot serve you in this way.
Yes, yes, I'm sure. No, we're not close enough.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
Really hated
The
everything right there.
shadows will killing brings me no pleasure.
Excellent. Now we're covered in blood. Everything's fine. Those guys are gonna be a pain to shoot. 'Cause I imagine I can't death from above.
I
Well, you
shall
know.
not. Death is a blessing.
Since I can.
Trust me. Caught by the web.
We didn't kill it?
As honor, let your soul become. The other side awaits. I bring mercy and retribution.
Hang out. There. Cool. That was a lot of death.
Hold on.
Only a few guys left. Excellent. Okay. line of sight on this guy? I do. No, I don't. Okay. This seems good. Maybe. Oh crap. That was not what I meant to do.
Who if not me?
Did you get it? Oh, you left him with 3. Not what I wanted to do.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, well. That's fine. Okay, Argenta, don't step on the trap.
Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act.
And then kindly...
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's
Take,
judgment.
remove that element.
I'll brush this off. Be gone!
High momentum.
Okay. Can't use that on you. But I can go away.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Where did he go? Did he die? Apparently he died from shooting me. Awkward.
Your end was inevitable.
Bizarre. Oh, maybe he was Perils of the Warped or something? Or he had that DTS on him. Or damage over time. Sorry, the thing, because Adira zapped him. That's probably what killed him. Got it. Okay. Cool.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Excellent. You can just wait there. So I've got the people coming in from the top. There's the ones that Cabela took out, so there's really no one else up there. We just have this one person hanging out right here. I guess let's just get back
I will
down
leave
here.
footprints of scarlet.
Yes, you will. You will leave lots of scarlet footprints.
Here we go.
You're not an orc. You don't get to say that. At least not in that tone of voice. That's just straight across the trap.
Let's make some opportunities.
Okay.
I'll see to it personally.
Damn it. I clicked the wrong one again. That's not the analyze button.
It's as good as done. Never stood a chance.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, please kill him. If you don't mind. Where's this bar? Who's this person? Oh, it's a barrel. Okay, never mind. I can't see anyone else, so we're done. Argenta?
God Emperor,
Charge.
move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Really? We can't hit anyone. Well, that was a waste.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
There we go. Much
Doubt
better.
is for the you must Emperor. As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
Okay, we've taken out another one at least. Don't step on the trap. Thank you. Excellent. Sure. That's just rude. Really? No, that counts as an attack. Okay. We're just down to these two. Very nice dodge right into cover. I approve.
Don't let your guard down.
Okay. This is what I wanted. Precise attack.
I'll make it
Attack
happen.
my thing. And you will die.
I'll see to it. Your end was inevitable.
Seems a little overkill. I actually think you need
I'll
to
do
move.
it. Faith without I was chosen.
I mean, 2 shots is better than none, I suppose. That is true. Overkill is quite fun. Is he just not in range, huh?
Emperor, give me strength.
What is this foreboding?
Hit him with the lightning. You are correct. Sometimes it is fun to overkill. Actually, it's my favorite thing to do in JRPGs is be so overpowered that you just kind of go skish.
Show me what you've got. Injured. I'm enraged.
Are we?
Fortune smiles on us, an ill omen.
Move closer for interaction. Okay, you're literally the last person. We're just gonna clean sweep, Okay.
Who, if not me? On it. It's as good as
Clean up
done.
this mess.
I'll make it happen.
High momentum.
Like so.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty.
Okay. Please disarm this trip.
I do what I must.
Thank you. Scrappy auto pistols. I don't think I care. Okay.
Follow the threads.
Let's get... Well, that's not where I expected everything to be. Blinding grenade. Bolter. Sturdy shotgun. Helm of Determination. Interesting. I'll have to see how well that fits on my character. Alright. Argenta,
Join me in prayer.
please disarm this trap.
Never doubt me.
Okay. Now everyone. Begin the looting process. Just a regular armored body glove. Yep. Ooh, sniper gloves. I like that. I like that. It's not as good as my long gloves. I think. Let's begin collecting. There's a lot of body parts. Alright, where are we? So there is some loot over there. Some loot behind me. Hey. There it is. Oh, good. Medkits. Excellent.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Everyone. Collect right here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I keep trying to move this, like, go somewhere else. To the western side, eh? Someone had the misfortune of resting here when the first explosions rang out. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they got a little smeared. Can we do anything with this thing? Yes, we can destroy it. Excellent. The anti-aircraft's battery control panel has a panoply of mysterious levers and buttons. Deactivating it quickly is not an option. All you can do is blow it up, destroying it completely. Let's examine it with tech use first. The anti-aircraft battery certainly was constructed a long time ago, long before the colonization of this world began. It comes as no surprise that the insurgents were barely able to operate it. Modern arms protocols are incomprehensible to the machine spirits of such an ancient construction. Okay. Demolition it. It is time to retire. The spirit can rest. You just calmly walk. Awkwardly. And then run for cover. As everyone else runs into the explosion. That was kind of funny. Blast consumes the ancient weapon. The sky above the city is safe for flying again. The ruined weapon radiates intense heat, and an oily puddle giving off a caustic stench spreads across the pavement.
Keep your wits about you.
I can't look at, like, the other things. What is down this way? The answer is things to kill. Where am I looking? Filling in part of the map I haven't been to yet, at least. Okay. Sure, let's...
Is there money to be made?
Whisper and be heard.
I was gonna say, can we just, like...
Come to chaos!
Oh, come to chaos. Excellent. That removes any doubts I had. So I went that direction, but if I'd have gone the other way, we'd have come up on those guys. Okay, well. Cover's good. Let's put ourselves in cover. Cabela. We'll also start behind cover. Adira. Cover there. Cassia. There. Pascal back there. And Argenta. You are going first. I'll put you right there.
Death to the weak!
Do you have line of sight on anybody? No, you don't. You're gonna have to step out, huh? Ooh, you have line of sight with everybody then.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
Well, she hit the dude she had a 0% chance of hitting. So, you know. That's fun.
I am your blade and shield. Death is a blessing. My blade whispers your name. The shadows will see caught by the web. As honor ordains. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. Death is a blessing. Death comes in silence.
Let's just tuck back over here. Yep, everything there went perfectly good. I quite enjoy the Blade Dancer.
I am your doom.
The amount of chaining is just... There are too many people with fire. Don't like that.
So feeble. Such is the will of chaos.
Such is the will of... stress.
I don't need
anyway.
luck. I have strategy. I'll see to it
Throw that on
personally.
you.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it
Precise
personally.
attack. I should have looked at my gear, actually. Ooh, those are all lined up real nice. Can I make that happen?
On it. You never stood a chance.
No. Oh, disappointing. I hoped. Let's drop Foresight
Will
on
do.
Cabela. Drop an Analyze on that one. And then can I zappy? No. I could just see. That probably means I can't shout at that one either. Can I shoot? Kind of. Not well.
I know what is to come.
Okay, that's just not a... That's an okay person. Well, I say okay. That's a person that's not going to hurt me.
Was that you? Or
Take out... Cool. Alright. I think the blessing here is they all have short-range weapons. But we can
As
take
duty
out
demands.
that guy without hurting anyone else.
I am
And
a
then you.
navigator, not a servitor.
Let me shoot something again. Oh, which line?
I'll make it happen. Another enemy down.
Well, it definitely hit the second one, at least.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, you have an actual rifle. But you missed. I wish it would actually like lock the camera where the damage is or show you something like that, because sometimes that's really annoying. Alright, everyone can have weapon boosts. What is the odd of you being able to shoot something? Apparently really good. I didn't look at the numbers there.
Request approved.
Cool. Let's draw some fire, shall we?
Doubt is for the weak. I am his will made manifest. Every strike is a prayer.
You keep hitting the one that you have almost no chance of hitting. Oh, interesting. The Shaolin Monkey having a that's a very unique Fey weapon. That's a very Fey thing, as long as you know their true name. Do anything with the Fey. Is it like, did you go hunting or help someone go hunting for the deer? Yeah, I think you're done.
A dance of blades and shadows.
I don't think we can get close enough, so just hang out there. Well, no need to move.
It's as good as done.
Let's
I'll make it happen.
try to shoot things. Just a little bit. Maybe you can take out both of them.
Who, if not you, never stood a chance?
Oh, so close. So close. Now, can you zap them to death, please?
Anything else?
Clean this up, dear us.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Oh, deer hit by a car on the property? Yeah. That's unfortunate. It happens. People hitting deer happens a lot. Where I am, so it's like it's unfortunate because like you have to call, usually have to call highway patrol or highway services or something, and they come clean it up, and then if it's the meat is still good, they'll, you know, give the meat to places that need it. But it's just like a lot of times, as long as it wasn't poached, they're just like, yeah, you can kind of clean it up. But generally, like, the police don't, at least where I am, the police don't get involved with that kind of thing. That's like, you just take it to the traffic folks. Okay, so we're gonna take
I woke up
Argenta.
with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death, 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling. I better myself through my service.
Okay, so we have cleared this route now. We've cleared the trap on it. That was a prayer, Argenta. Well, fortunately for you, it's good that that meat's not going to waste, because I think that's always, like, the saddest part. Is when you just can't do anything with it. It's just such a waste. It's I really don't like poaching for exactly the same reason, like, because they usually just take the head, and you're just like, why? There's so much more. So that sounds like you were able to get at least all the good meat out. Still unfortunate. At least it died quick. I've seen some deer that have been hit by cars that actually survived it, and it just, like, you see them limping around because their legs just never really recovers. And I know, that seems worse to me.
The light of terror shines for us.
The fall is preordained, the prophecy will be fulfilled. But, like, what if it wasn't? What if it wasn't? Hello.
Duty prevails.
Shuttle must have been shot out of the sky by a powerful weapon before it crashed into the building and fell into one crowded street. Oh, you mean the, thing that I just blew up.
Operation successful.
Oh, level ups. I love the level ups. I keep expecting these blind people to behave like the people in Outlast Trials now, where they just, like, you know, they're alive and they're just there and you get too close and they just smash your head.
Let us not dawdle.
That's what I keep expecting. That was a pretty good sized deer. Alright. Lovely fountain. Fountain's merry murmur seems to mock the surrounding chaos and desolation. Oh well, that's what a good fountain is for. What do you have? Heretical follower. Okay. Maybe I'll have a heretical follower. I'm bound to, right? I have to pick up a Servant of Chaos somewhere. Otherwise, who would I romance as the heretic? To the warehouse, to the western side. Go down, I think, takes me back to the warehouse. It could have dropped its antlers, or I've actually encountered a few really good-sized multi-year-old bucks that just didn't grow antlers a particular year. Like, they were completely antlerless, but when, like, you looked at it, they had, like, little nubs where they should have antlers. But it was, like, way too early for them to be dropping their antlers. They're definitely good-sized male deer, but no antlers. So, sort of odd. The first time I'd seen it was a couple years ago, but I've seen it a few more times since then. It's just sort of weird. Alright, that's where we started. I assume we're going to the western side. I am going to level up before we go to the western side, obviously. Because level ups are good. Okay, what do we get? Talents. Oh, I like that. That sounds great. I have so many operatives putting exploits on people. That sounds lovely. Okay. Should probably update my Medicae skill. Because I think my logic is pretty good. And my tech use is reasonable. Probably swap out the operator's gloves, honestly, for the sniper gloves, because those were pretty cool. I still somehow have the best Imperium lore. That's great. Ascal and Cabela have better Medicae. Boost my tech use or boost my logic. Or boost my Xenos lore. Logic seems very useful. Pascal is like way ahead of me in tech use, so yeah, sure, we'll boost the logic this time. Okay. Dira, huh? That does sound good. We'll run that for her. Kind of boosted all of her stuff. That I just can't boost these anymore. I already have that feature. Okay. I guess let's just give you some Imperium lore. The princess and their heathers. Huh. Soldier, and there was automatically dodge. Dash actually seems cool. Let's do dash. Let's see. Awareness. Let's boost her awareness a little bit, I think. Or she is my demolitions person. Maybe I should boost her demolition. Yeah, we'll boost her demolition. Got it. The songs from the Heathers. I've got like musicals, Broadway musicals kind of music channel I listen to. Heathers shows up all the time. Yeah, that's this is like a great sort of villain, Stolen Monkey. Okay, what do we have? interesting. Oh, abilities, resistance. That's kind of cool. Sure, give some inspiring speeches. That sounds great. Huh. Dorian Gray reference is actually a clever one. Does she have like a portrait or something similar that's just absorbing all of her terrible, terrible things? Everything bad that happens. It's definitely better than a 50 Shades. I actually don't know that much about 50 Shades either. Other than I think I read like a page of it over some, like the lady next to me in the airplane was reading it and I was trying to figure out what she was reading. And so I read a page and then I figured it out and decided I didn't actually care about reading the book. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good... Dorian Gray is such an underutilized reference. I absolutely hated the book. Love the concept, hated the book. I just don't like Oscar Wilde's writing. I found it really painful to read. But the concept and the story, fantastic. It's just, I just don't like his writing. Let's see. What do you have? That's fun. Yeah, you can have fire. You can have fireproofing. That'd be great. Yeah, I also kind of learned that with the 50 Shades of Grey one. It's like sometimes it'll be something like I'll catch just like a glimpse of a set of words on the page and go, oh, that kind of seems interesting. So I'll try to figure out what it is so that maybe I could go read the full book. There are also times where I immediately go, nope, this is not a book for me. And that was one of those times. Also, people don't really have books anymore, so my opportunities to do that have vastly decreased. Which is fine. I try not to, like, look at stuff that other people are doing or have, but it's just sometimes really hard. Just because my brain likes to latch on to things like text. So it's very good at grabbing text or, like, a thread of conversation. And whether I want it to or not, it's just like, look at that. You can read that. Oh, you went by the old movie for Dorian Gray? That's probably a good choice. With a Vengeance. Veil of Blades. Going to dispatch. Sure, I'll get the retreat. That sounds decent, actually. That sounds cool. Let's try that. Excellent. Inventory. accessories. There we go. Sniper gloves. Yes. Those are better. What do we have? We have a cloak. We have a hidden auto stim. I guess I can put that there. Not too bad. A collision damage. I feel like that's for somebody that I don't have. I don't know that I need that one. Warmonger boots. Pascal, would you like gloves? You may have gloves. Ah, that actually seems good for you, but you have skirmisher boots, which I think are better. Yeah, that's unfortunately takes that slot. She already got a cloak. Yeah, okay. That seems fine. Heavy leather armor. Does anyone actually have the heavy armor proficiency right now? I don't think anyone does. Yeah, I think my long las is better. So the sturdy shotgun. Who has the shotgun? I think that's actually Abelard, but... yeah, I'll just have to wait. Okay. Let's go into the west. Yeah, same thing, Shalamuk, if people are talking like technical stuff, there's like a lot of keywords or whatever that will, like, and it doesn't have to be loud, it's just they have to be talking about it, and then my brain kind of zeroes in on the conversation. I don't, yeah, not trying to eavesdrop, but if they're talking about something technical, it's just a reflex, I guess. Oh, Cyber Mastiff. Excellent. I don't think I get a pet unless I picked the Arbites. That's my background. Hi.
Arbitrators, secure perimeter. Formation 4755. Glato, heal.
Solomon. The huge cyber mastiff immediately stops snarling in your direction and goes quiet at its master's foot, its stillness punctuated only by the thick globules of blood dripping from its metal fangs.
Proctor Exactant Solomon Anthar of the Adeptus Arbates. State your name and the purpose of your stay on Rykadamanoris.
Sure. I'm Araceli von Valencius, successor to the recently deceased Theodora von Valencius. I have come to this world on personal business.
So, Theodora von Valencius is dead. I will deliver this tragic news to Marshal Strax. I honor the pact your predecessor made with the Adeptus Arbates. I won't keep you any longer.
What was the nature of the arrangement between the Arbites and Theodora?
Your predecessor made a formal alliance with us. She provided us with a headquarters on Dargonis and supported us in the collection and guarding of the Imperial tithe on several occasions. We, in turn, assisted Lady Theodora in enforcing the law on the worlds under her control.
that is one fearsome-looking dog. I was impressed by his performance in battle.
That skirmish just now, Glato didn't even get to show off a tenth of what he is capable of. But he is quickly catching up with me for who's killed the most heretics today.
Excellent. What are you guys doing here?
Removing obstructions to an official inquiry. My unit and I came here to investigate the disappearance of one particularly valuable ship, but the mutinous scum got in the way. Now we are having to deal with them too.
What do you know about the situation on this planet?
Only that the governor is failing in his responsibilities. This is a planet-wide rebellion, and it reeks of madness, or worse, of witchcraft. The rebels are blinding both themselves and others, and their ravens are the most insane and unholy thing I've ever heard.
Alternative, Gene Stealer cult. Although they are screaming about chaos, so yeah. What's this about a missing ship?
It's about a tithe ship. A vessel loaded to the brim with planetary tithes, amassed over a considerable period, suddenly went dark as soon as it departed Rykad Manoris.
Yes, ignore the fact that I have a psychic witch in my presence as well. Don't worry about it. Witchcraft is great. We love witchcraft here. Are you not supposed to help the governor regain control over the world? I thought that maintaining order was the foremost duty of any arbitrator.
Not every uprising demands action by the Adeptus Arbates. For now, I am simply assessing the situation, and if our investigation requires that the rebellion be crushed, then we will intervene. Still, the governor had best put a stop to this bedlam. He is not here to just sit and look pretty.
Oh, what do you mean? I thought that's what all politicians did, except minus the pretty part, because all of them are not. Particularly good looking. What does the stolen tithe entail?
Resources that every world is under obligation to relinquish
Well, I
for
knew
the
what the
good
tithe
of the
was, but
Imperium.
like, what's on
In
the
the
ship?
case of Rykad Manoris, they include the ceramited explosive reagents produced on Rykadi Philia, armor glass, medical supplies, and guardsmen, a living tithe to be recruited into the regiments of the Astra Militarum. Cargo like that is particularly dangerous in the hands of heretics, as it can be easily converted into wealth or used for military purposes.
Okay, I think that's going to be my next priority. That would be where all of my replacement people, maybe, might come from. What do you intend to do next?
Fight our way to the local administratum palace and ascertain whether a fire or some other disaster hasn't destroyed the documents related to the investigation. I hope the clerks were smart enough to put the records before their lives.
Well, clerks
If
do
the
love their
Emperor
paperwork.
favors us, we will extract the data we need, or else interrogate the survivors before we pay a visit to the governor. The questions we have for him are beginning to pile up.
Yes, I have many questions as well, as I believe does my tech priest over here. The Cyber Mastiff lets out a low growl and leans forward somewhere to the side. Solomorn fires a shot in the same direction without even looking. You hear a stifled, gurgling rattle.
Arbitrators, eliminate the surviving rebels. Now is not the best time for conversations. With target practice standing around like this. Unless you have more questions, I will proceed with my assignments.
So the governor is a suspect?
Every citizen of this planet is a suspect, but Governor Medina is under particular scrutiny. Seizing the sacred tithe requires access to information, resources, and power. The governor fits that profile.
True.
Then there's this rebellion. Convenient. How many records and crucial witnesses do you think will be lost?
Too many.
Some people call it cover-up. I do not like how aptly this term describes the present situation.
Correct. I'm on my way to see the governor myself. You and your unit could accompany me.
I must refuse.
Yeah,
Our mission
figured.
and the Marshal's orders take priority, even over a request from an individual as empowered as you.
I have no more questions.
May the Emperor watch over us. That way, this meeting won't be our last.
Fabulous. Continue your killing spree. Purge the heretics and all that. The rest of us will have a look around. Serve the Emperor in your heart and deeds when you join the ranks of his illustrious army, the Astra Militarum. And then die. Probably horribly. Fight heresy, serve a higher purpose, safeguard humanity's dominion. I would like to sell my cargo at some point. That seems like a good idea.
So that is how servants of the law operate. Such coordination. Such a wealth of scarlet and gold.
There's rebels
Their
and
dance of blood is more akin to a march. And yet, I sense a kinship in our drive to execute those who offend the undying Emperor.
Everybody wants to die. It's great. Everyone wants to die for the Emperor. Except for me. I'm good. I could live without the dying.
What a peculiar thing.
Nothing escapes my sight. The Emperor favors me today. See? Right there.
So many traps.
Never doubt me. Duty prevails. The Emperor favors me today.
Literally can do nothing else with the camera
I
right
better
there.
myself through my service. Never doubt me.
Excellent. Clearly oblivious to your presence, the soldier mutters incoherently and does not react to anything around him.
I always keep my options open.
What about the rich people? Do they got anything on their bodies? No? Yes? Sadly, negative.
I see what others do not.
Ancient Terra Monocle. Lore Imperium tests depend on fellowship instead of intelligence and gain a +3 bonus. Well, maybe for my navigator. That sounds great. You don't have an eyepiece yet. Where does that one go? Ah. Notice how it doesn't actually go on her. The other ones go on people. Like, you give them a helmet and they wear it. Really? Nothing over here. Okay.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Excellent. Not really a problem at the moment.
I always have a backup plan.
Any goods? I keep hearing the organ in the back doing that little trill.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Do I want to go through the lower level? I mean, probably, because then I can get behind all the business that's up there, I suppose. Sure, why not? Let's go lower level again. That's true. Rogue Traders not dying for the Emperor is actually in the job description. Yep, Shaolin Monkey. That's how it goes.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, we've auto-saved, so that's exciting. Oh, hello. This one doesn't look inhabited. This one looks like something went terribly, terribly wrong. And it wasn't mine. It wasn't my fault. I think. Nothing but a pile of shards remains of the sinister lens the heretics used to burn out the eyes of devout cultists. Or is this the same location? Have I been here before? I must have... This is the same place. I've been here before. Why does it look like there's more stuff? It's definitely a wall. The cogitator screen glows with a soft green light. Enter the code from the found note. We've already looked at all of those. Yeah, so... I mean, unless there's something down over here. No. No, that's an abyss. Which is an abyss, and I see nothing. Okay. So, no, I have to go through the people, unfortunately. Yeah, I wonder if I kill the Emperor, can I become the Emperor? That happens quite often, right? In a lot of stories. Although obviously not in 40k, because otherwise you wouldn't be the immortal Emperor. But, Doesn't it usually go that someone becomes the Emperor, or they kill the Emperor, they become the Emperor, they become the same tyrant as the Emperor that they killed? You know.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, well, I was not expecting that. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Excellent. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Arld. Look at what you're doing to your own family. A woman of 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight while you still believe the lie. Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and why are you here? What are you trying to save them from, and who is behind all of this? The rebels talk in raptures about Aurora, the mysterious leader of the rebellion. At Aurora's behest. Aurora is a great prophet and great warrior. Their Their face is shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us, and now the day has come. A prophet has come to Rykad Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, the final dawn, and only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of colorful deception. He was once twisted by despair, and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again. Yeah. Definitely witchcraft. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint, and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. I remember when the Vizier used to sew our eyes shut so that his young spinners would see the truth. Kibella's voice sounds hollow, but there are glowing embers of fury in her eyes. Our ritual was one of service to him. It tempered and prepared us for our duty. What you are working here is despicable heresy, a blasphemous mockery of our sacred disciplines. Are all these people your family? All of my adopted and blood children are here. I raised them all as my own, and now I must protect them, help them see. No, you tell me. Who are you, and what are you doing to these unfortunates? I'm the chief. My former name, Arld, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Arld, spare us! Spare your children! Interesting. What you are doing is no salvation. Stop taking your fear out on the innocent. It will neither ease your suffering nor rid you of your fear. But all I wanted was to save... The man drops his weapon and covers his face with his hands in desperation. You hear several short sobs. There's no washing the blood from your hands, but you could at least let us go, Arld. The ones you haven't mutilated yet. The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? Your family may go, and so may you, but make sure I do not ever see you again. The hostages begin to leave, and soon the group disappears around one of the bends. The old man looks away from them and walks in the opposite direction. His shoulders shake with sobs every now and then. Indeed. Oh, at least I didn't have to fight that. That actually sounded like it would be a miserable experience. As they dematerialize. Alright, can we disarm this
The Emperor favors me today.
Walking across it, do you think? Join up at your hive's nearest Astra Militara Mobile Conscription Center. Yes.
Acquisition is possible.
The cover was haphazardly assembled from whatever the rebels could find. Don't mind me, I'm only gonna sell everyone back their own stuff later.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, can we all just, like, not walk across the track,
Duty
please?
prevails.
Well, there's goods down there. Goods down this direction. This way has a door, though. So let's go the other way. Crystallized darkness. Oh. Sure. Just picked that up out of a backpack on the side of the road. Not asking questions there. Yeah, the shopkeeper. Oh, look, that looks like my wedding ring. How odd you found one just like it to sell me. I don't know. I feel like that sometimes in, like, Skyrim and stuff, where you're like, you've robbed a person blind. You go clear the goods so that they're no longer, you know, hot. And then you sell them back to the person. The goods in this stall are a stark contrast to the rest of the nearby shops. The jars are labeled all-purpose synth powder. Fills you up no matter what. Made in Necromunda's best factories. That sounds like not real food. That sounds gross. Oh, God. Sounds so nasty.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, gross, gross, gross. Eat only the finest synthetics. And yes, we mean androids. God. Alright, sure. Let me know the command center. Everything is food, because everything can be eaten at least once. That is true. You can eat things at least once. But only at least once. Alright. Oh dear Governor. The formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored right here in the command center. That doesn't seem safe. I'm concerned that we're in an ammunition
Always
depot.
keep your eye on prize.
Welcome to the Rykad Minoris Command Center. They're just like, here, come on in. It's fine. You're a group of strangers. This seems legit.
What are all these enforcers and soldiers doing in this shelter? Why are they not on the streets fighting back against the enemies of humanity?
Gonna go out on a limb and say corruption. It's corpse starch, huh? Well, that sounds about right. There are so many Mechanicus people in here. What can I do with this? The cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, awaiting access code. Who needs an access code? You have bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Go to Sacred Computation 782-5-M. Upon Logis Abel's orders, the archives of every augur station on Rykad Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykad Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Maruf and Zafira the Keen, after two great champions of faith whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellites' cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result, positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded two sacred augurs' eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykad Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Logis Abel's conclusion. The insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of their activity near Rykadiphilia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to. The final entry cuts off abruptly. Go to Recent Observations. The satellite Magos Maruf reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House von Valencius. The satellite, Zafira the Keen, reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Rykadi Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. To be investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as Heavy Auger Station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent base. Okay, have I already been there? Is that what I blew up? These chains are used to adjust the height of the command platform. To put it closer or further away from the ammunition. That won't matter because it's going to explode anyway. Quartz crate. Interesting. Alright. Hello, Governor. The heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs down the metal walls of the bunker, filling the entire command center. We're about to have a very unpleasant, conversation, aren't we? The tall, dark-skinned man turns toward you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Rykadi ab Medina of Coronis, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassia. Lady Navigator? What an honor! I never thought that House Orselio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips. An echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Orselio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Yurek 5 these many years. The governor notices Cabela's clothes, and his eyes go wide. He adds, softly and cautiously, This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume? Or is she here to... He stops, choosing not to finish his question. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe. Well, they're already dead, so... The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Not the best way to work with your people, to be honest. Your ladyship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valencius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor? I should be the one asking that question. Our ship was attacked by heretics. They killed Lady Theodora. The governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue traitor von Valencius, slain! Unthinkable! Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your ladyship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. Well, we shall be commercing today. I need fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship, and I need material compensation. The governor bows his head in acceptance. Of course, your ladyship. You will be compensated for any losses, and I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. I actually was really hoping to empty my ship's hold. They're a little bit full right now. It's okay. It's okay. Profit factor. What is profit factor? I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. Well, you know, if I left it up to you, we'd be waiting for, half a century for this mess to clean up. But, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. let's start with, I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defended the starport. The sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Excellent. I have kept my end of that bargain. Heinrich von Kallax, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is? It appears to represent economic power in the abstract for you. Okay. Cool. I'll take it. I think it's the trader part of the rogue trader. I'll figure out how that all functions at some point, I'm sure. The governor lowers his voice. I do. Master Van Kallax has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. Well, if they were as competent as the reinforcements that you sent to get me, it's a good thing that the Inquisitor is competent, hopefully, of himself. He's probably the only one left. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Kallax, you should go to the Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's vox. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Hanuman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Magos should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah's servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medina and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. Or, I'm going to say, this Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no... Punch him. Punch him with your tech staff. Do it, do it, do it! The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to? Do you think this is the first time I have been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magos. It would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. Thank you for your cooperation, your ladyship. The drill stops. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard, and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykad system. You're Hanuman? Glad you're alive. The governor raises an eyebrow and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we've received, Lotus Abel Hanuman set off from the hollowed electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calix? Pascal's vox rasps in confusion. My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logis supervised the work of Rykad Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems suspicious. When a Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your ladyship. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logis' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to cogitators at the command post. They might provide you with some information. I already did that. It is amazing that a mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amarnat, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Idira tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend Snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it, in every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection is deathlike. I see. Glad to be of service, your ladyship. Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? The governor maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgents managed to steal a Voxcaster. They've been listening to your people's communications. It's not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was not only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. And you're underestimating them. This has been planning. You can have a problem. Anyway, the insurgents are using the archenemy's artifacts, enchanted lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about those lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. What part of I saw it with my own eyes, and I have like 5 other people here that can vouch that it was, okay, whatever. It's fine. They can burn your eyes out with it, except I destroyed it. The insurgency is headed by a certain Aurora, a prophet who, according to their followers, possesses mystical powers. The rabble's usual superstitions. I'm sure this Aurora is a charlatan muttering some doggerel, which their dim followers think to be magic spells. This does, of course, warrant their eventual burning in the furnace of penance, but it does not point to there being anything special about this insurgency. What do you need here? God, I feel like I'm talking to the council in Mass Effect. Saren can't possibly be a traitor. Oh, looks like Saren's a traitor. Oh, but Reapers aren't real. They definitely can't be real. Okay, well, there was only one Reaper. There's definitely not a whole fleet of them. Yeah. It's like living in denial. Anyway. The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the impending demise of the world. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe in it. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medina. I have only recently arrived in this system, and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. Yeah, I can win a staring contest. All right. Perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as the rabble's usual nonsense, but they have blown up large chunks of your city. Large chunks of your city are missing. Okay? However, if it does involve corruption and an underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, your ladyship. Uh-huh. Anyway, my kinsman, Conrad Voigtveer von Valentius, has betrayed our dynasty in the Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me. Voigtveer is a traitor. Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, the governor pauses to think. We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logis Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not a pair of wings. Correct. Is there anything else I can do on this planet or in this system while I wait for the end of the revolt? If you'd like a distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure, there is a planetoid in my system called Raikadiphilia. It hosts a prison colony whose inmates rebelled at the same time as the heretics on the planet. It's an all-around preposterous situation. It should have only taken us a couple of orbital shots to take care of them, but... The governor slightly purses his lips. Didn't think it was weird that both of them happened at the same time? Yeah, the ship that left in a hurry when I arrived. That's probably it. Evade Winterscale went there. He is a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, the master of this system and a dozen others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid, the prisoners' numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport for noble lords and ladies than a real rebellion. And that is why you keep having problems there, sir. You need to take it all seriously. This is not just a problem for the rich lords and ladies. Evade Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Urak 5 on behalf of his father. The Great Regent would never have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means, no matter what happened on that planetoid, we must aid the Highborn. That's all I wanted to discuss. I wanted to come see why you weren't actually doing your job. Alright, what now? Oh! Hello, my good friends. How about the governor, please? I let you loose your hands. The Adeptus Arbites is assuming command of this area. The arbitrator marches forward relentlessly and halts one step away from the governor, looking down at him. Governor Medina, in the name of the Lex Imperialis, I, Proctor Solomon Antha, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the shipment of the Imperial tithe. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the Adeptus Arbites your full cooperation. In particular, by transferring command of the strike groups and other resources to me. Arrest me? Transfer my resources? Your demands undermined my efforts to suppress the rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithe is simply... He stops talking under the arbitrator's oppressive, merciless gaze. Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now let us go over everything one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident, whether you were personally involved or not. You will provide the resources I have requested without objection, as this measure serves to re-establish control over the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction of the investigation and take steps accordingly. It seems I am left with no other option than to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of the Lex Imperialis. Medina shoots you a quick glance, unless her ladyship has anything to say on the matter, that is. Do not even try to involve me in this, Medina. The governor puts his hands behind his back, either to appear more confident or to hide the tremor in his fingers. In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor. But before I give you the access codes, I must give a protracted self-exonerating statement. There is no need. All information required of you will be obtained during questioning, without witnesses, be it your personal guard or the rogue traitor. Just you, me, and Glyto. The Cyber Mastiff lets out a heavy growl that sends a shiver down your spine. What is your plan, Proctor? Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations critical to the investigation. At the same time, we will crush the heretics' resistance. Most of them are hiding among the commoners, and a series of concentrated strikes against the residential districts and infirmaries will send them running. That is when we finish off the rebel carrion. I mean, that's kind of the nuclear option. Is there like a precise strike option? Can we try that one? Blood of the throne! I will be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you're done. Have faith in my methods, Governor. I am not going to depopulate your world. After all, it needs to be able to continue paying the tithe. Jeez, both the dogmatic and the heretical here sound like phrased slightly differently, but basically the same thing. Dogmatic. A sound plan, Proctor. Only harsh measures can restore order. Kill them all, basically. And then the heretical is, I recommend not taking civilian casualties into account. These people are in need of a good lesson in pain and fear. Slightly different phrasing, same outcome. The fuck is wrong with people in this universe? I mean, I know what's wrong with people in this universe. It's that this universe exists. Anyway. I'm gonna go and say, please, dear God, no. Killing innocents is unacceptable, even for the sake of saving a world. The arbitrator's voice rings with steel. Aversion to collateral damage is a weakness that heretics exploit to the fullest. While you stand here pitying and hesitating, the enemy is busy fortifying their positions and replenishing their losses. Stalling dictated by mercy only magnifies the damage the world will suffer. No. See, there's no pitying here, and there's not really any hesitating. There's this concept of a better plan. Precision. I'm a sniper. I prefer the precision. Take out the leader. No more rebellion. Nice and easy. Anyway, why do you think the rebels are hiding among the civilians? They could have shelters elsewhere. I know this from a few intercepted Vox exchanges and a couple of scumbags we've interrogated. But first and foremost, I know from experience. Such mutinous rabble always feeds off its families and associates, who also provide a source of recruits to support its ranks. And of course, there is the heretics' contemptible habit of using the local population as a shield. We need to flush them out of their nests and starve them of resources. So, you're just going to sit the whole thing out in this bunker? Yes, this is far from what I was expecting from this assignment. The things we do for the mission. Okay, well, I tried, and I wish you luck in your investigation. Please don't kill everyone. I really need some replacements for my ship. Anyway. That's probably gonna backfire on me. Horribly. I didn't want to get involved, though. Like, I don't want to pick sides on the who was better, because I don't think Medina was doing a great job.
Keep your wits about you.
So. Anyway. Let's level up. Yes. Okay. Talents, huh? I don't think I'm using that. Ooh, that. Restore my stacks of Surefire Plan. Absolutely. Okay. What do we have here? Hmm. That sounds fun. Sure. Make them blind. Heh. Cool. As you can tell, I'm thinking really, really hard about the skills that I'm picking. Perception. Cool. Okay. Get some of that drink too. That kind of hurt my voice. All right. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Put yourself out. With starts all turns with 3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted by the navigator. Each turn. Oh. Let's do that though. That sounds fun. Operative. Let's see. Let's give you joint analysis. Sure. Pick up some aiming protocols, please. Blade Dancer. Yes, let us boost your agility. And Medicae, I guess. Cool. Everyone's leveled. Now to look at my quests. Okay. Need to go to the monastery. I forgot I'm tracking down the confessions on my bridge. It's a different place. And that is also at the monastery, so I think I need to go there first. Yeah. 3 of my things. Yep, okay. Cool. So that means, I guess, going back to my ship? Yeah, we're gonna return to the Void ship real quick. Because then I can heal everybody's stuffs.
Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks, complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze, as if in a trance.
Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations, or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed.
Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated, or by manifestation of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's tasks considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Janus Danrock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge.
Great. Before I deal with that, I want my tech priest. Please. Please. We'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna go to the electrodynamic Cenubium. Yes, yes, yes. Oh good, everyone's all healed up, except for my weird rash. Okay. Because I want to recruit Pascal first, so I need him to take a look at stuff, so I'd rather take care of everything here. We'll cover the landing area, your ladyship. Glory to the Von Valencius dynasty. Well, how nice of you.
That wasn't so difficult.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the governor sent to protect, I guess. Sent to the monastery's aid. Are you, like, legit wardens, then?
Success.
Lay people
Is the
unworthy of
only
entering the
outcome I
hallowed Cenubium
accept.
humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. Cool. Electric guitar, here we go. I'm hoping this is not as big an area as the other one. It is very impressive, though. So I would like to enter. I haven't opened the gate. And a nothingness. Okay. Opening the gate.
please? The Binheric hymn awakens the gate's latching mechanism. Cool. Let's see how awful everything is inside. You know it's not going to be good, right? Okay, come on. Load faster. There's a lot of dead bodies. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. That is the efficiency of the Mechanicum.
Guide my strikes
A
true
mercifully
against
quick
the
electric shock was
heretics
not
who
what
have
killed this
encroached
cultist. His
upon
face is
these
contorted in
halls.
pain as if he was
Let
tortured.
not one villain escape the God Emperor's retribution delivered by our hands.
Your hues are so vivid, Sister Argenta. The hatred that fuels your words and impulses burns like a supernova.
Some massive bolts. Anyway. You note that the wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Okay. What is this way? I mean, more dead bodies, I guess. The cultists were killed with a hit to the back from some kind of electric weapon. Oh, hello, library. On the maladies of machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination. Is that all that's in here? Disappointing. Okay. Hi, you shall be purified by the motive voice, blasphemer.
With fire and vigor, our Emperor, imbue us!
Excellent. I have been ambushed.
I bring mercy and retribution. I shall not let your soul be purged. Trust me.
Really?
As the tenant comes, the other side awaits.
Okay. Cool. I guess we could go back. I can't get close.
Trust me. It's worse than this.
You guys seem like you're having a hard time.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Okay. Just drop and analyze. Foresight.
But of course,
Thankfully not Perils of the Warp this time. Does not look like it does any damage, huh? Interesting. Shouting does, though.
anything is.
Okay.
Running binaric override.
Boost everyone's.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Goes along. Oh yeah, they take 10 damage after they do that. That's fun. Okay.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Her to wait. Okay. So I'm gonna analyze. Obviously not gonna be using that.
I'll see to it personally.
Expose the weakness. And then I guess hit with the
It's as good
chainsword.
as done.
A little bit. Oh, I forgot to do that before I did it. Oh well.
I'll do it.
I should have dashed. That's what I should have done.
I shall not fail. It brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains, let your soul be purged.
Just leave it at that.
Another enemy down.
Oh, good.
They who discern the future on the battlefield. On it.
Was it you? Or
Yelling
anything
him really
else?
loudly. Thank you.
Advancing.
What do I want to do?
Request approved. My vow is to serve with significant value.
All right.
If I may.
Coming up next, so we'll do that.
Me? If
do
you
something.
insist, Lord Captain.
Request approved.
Zap him. And hit him. So that hopefully the next step here
on it. I'll make it happen. You never
I think here's the
stood a
problem.
chance.
Okay, okay, we've cleaned that up. How are we all feeling? That actually went surprisingly well. That looks like a way we can't get past, but there is a door to open. Okay, let's...
Is there money to be made?
No, there's nothing in there. Yeah, this can be like a round thing. We're definitely gonna have to go around the other way too.
The machine god grants me insight.
Promethium. Rechargeable battery. All things I wish to be carrying on my person. Data altar of sacred analysis. Hello. The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays a flashing message. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle to... Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes. It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn. Cool. The motive forth that floweth through veins of copper. Verse 2 calls to you, pilgrim. Let us fill our souls with gratitude toward... the twin poles of opposite signs that herald the motion of the current. Now finish this prayer, pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charges, power... the immortal reason that hath created the spark? Only one who has learned the path of Arsenobium is worthy of its gifts. Walk the path of the enlightened, absorb their age-old wisdom, and sing with me again. Ah. Did not get the prayer right, huh? Well. Let me see what I can do about that. Okay. All right. So, presumably... is Omnissiah. This actually probably makes sense. And then... Arcane Key. We did talk about the keys on the circuit, so that does make sense. And then Immortal Reason is definitely correct. I mean, I thought it might be the Omnissiah, but they were talking about the other thing first, so I was like, okay, I'll try that. But Omnissiah was the next thing I was going to check anyway. Verily so, a pilgrim who has learned our ways is worthy of the gifts of the enlightened. Ooh. Would you look at that? Delightful. Oh, a pinpointing visor. Oh,
with people at half health, but then I get 15% critical chance, but I like the 5% and 3%, man. It's hard to decide. An arc rifle. That's what Pascal has. Anyway, oof. Can I equip more than one headpiece?
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, I assume this is impassable. Motive force field seals the passage, threatening to incinerate anyone who touches it. Yeah, okay. Let us try the other direction. I mean, I needed to go this way anyway. There are no wounds on the heretic's body. His face is contorted in terror, and his eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels. Sounds like he had a great time. Oh.
I'm not satisfied with that answer.
Hi.
My question again. The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn! Servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Well, I was not expecting to find
Another
the
one
Inquisitor
meets
here.
the limit
That's
of
okay.
his utility. The last of them.
Hi. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Interrogator von Kallax, I presume?
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrich
boy,
van
Ordo
Kellogg's
Xenos.
of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos.
That's gonna
With whom
be
do I have the pleasure of speaking?
hilarious when I pick up Xenos later.
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A puff of black smoke comes out of the Psyker's mouth and dissipates at once. Bad sign, that.
A psyker. Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Doesn't matter.
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the Rogue Trader's protection!
Idira's predictions are seldom wrong. I will be watching you.
And I will be watching you. Now that we have declared our intent, let me ask again, who are you?
Rogue Trader Arceli von Valencius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Can this conversation wait for a better time? I'm here on the Lord Inquisitor's orders to see that to his acolyte's safe and timely arrival on Footfall.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation
Well, it's a good thing that I saw to things on my ship before going anywhere else, I suppose.
I am the Domin's shadow. If she says the word, I will protect you. If she says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor.
Uh-huh.
I came to Rykard Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny.
It wouldn't be hard to figure
My
out.
visit to the monastery and a few
Governor was in a place
unhurried
called
conversations
Denial.
with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in
well,
the
that's a
sanctum
start.
of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the Holy Power Source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
I mean, that's usually how it works, right?
Blasphemous insanity.
The tech priest visor flashes and turns a bloody scarlet. A soft hum of some activating systems is heard from under his robe. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces. Let's clean this up before the Arbides proctor over there that we left in the other place as blows up everything on this planet.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
Oh yes, yes, we're much better.
I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Lovely. Ooh, no, I don't want to lose Cabela. What are you? I mean, I like having Pascal. Argenta has arguably been the least useful to me. But I don't want to lose Cabela. She's like my best melee. I was thinking possibly swapping Idira out, but I don't know. What his skills are.
Do you require inquisitorial approval?
No, I inquire your level ups. Holy crap. See, his toughness is 40, his weapon skill is 45. Jeez. Boost his toughness. I think he's like my tank, maybe. Slash is good. Yeah. His weapon skill. Well, that sounds fun. You can have that. Oh, and then we can add some to his carousing. Da-da. Yeah, sure. Do. Kind of nice. Boost the toughness. Could give him taunt. Do I want to give him taunt? Yeah, I'll give him taunt, I guess. Okay, now we're all leveled up. Excellent. Do I have anything that would be good for you? Sure, you can have the Warmonger's boots. And sure, you can wear the Rogue Trader's cloak. I'll allow it. Cool. You look like you're kitted out there, sir. Fighter's body is still warm. He bled to death only a few minutes ago. Great. What do we have? Improved armored body glove. That I'll take. And an auto gun. Do without that. And I'm gonna take that. I don't think it's as good as my Sin skin. Yeah, but you could have a better body glove. How about that? Nice and easy. Cool. What's going on over here? The hard, uncomfortable Somno meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network. Oh, good. Be part of the network while you sleep and while you dream. Okay. Let's, see what's going on here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh, love it. Get all the goods. Leather armor.
Did you want something?
Yes. You have a staff. What does this staff give you? The charged staff? Oh, I like that one. I use your lightning all the dang time. So, yes, have a better staff. What staff do you have? Biomancers. Cool. Yeah, sure. Seems good. Symbol for the Omnissiah is inscribed in the wall, with grooves of electric discharges fanning out from it like a river. Interesting. Alright, this I'm guessing we need to turn off somehow.
make an example out of you.
I was ambushed? Oh, by these guys. Sure?
I am your doom. Can I fall back now?
Follow my lead.
Kind of think we ambushed them slightly. I don't think I want to stand in the ashy zone.
The shadows will
Oh,
see
crap.
it done.
I thought too highly of your skills.
I just wanted to click off of the leap. Oh my god. Can I restart this battle? It's such a fucking mess. Oh my god, I screwed that up so fucking badly.
Why did I not foresee this?
Request approved.
Okay.
Explorers know one route. Forward. Running binary combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
My faith strengthens me.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely get away from those.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Do it again.
The undesired node vital functions successfully terminated.
I am ready for whatever comes.
Alright, can I shoot something from here?
I'll see
The
to
answer
it
is
personally.
yes.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it.
I didn't even use my stacks.
What is this foreboding?
Use foresight on
What,
yourself.
of course.
Really use the zappy zappies. Shout at this one.
On it.
Blind that guy.
High momentum.
The Emperor is on our side.
Damages.
Okay.
I am your blade and shield.
weapon at the ready.
Farewell. I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
I feel like they're not getting the cover benefit they're supposed to have.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Is there anybody in range of your eyeballs? That is a no.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay. That's gonna attract too much. That's okay. They've already shot. We haven't. Where's the one that's coming up next? That one? Where? Oh no, you are coming up next. Well, allow me.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it. Your end was
To remove you from
inevitable.
this scenario. Okay. I once again forgot to use my Surefire plan stack. Dang it. Yadira, you...
Anything else?
Mostly, I think I just want you to stay there. I mean, unless you can lightning this guy. Well, he's already dead. He's out of your sight. So, nope. At this point, I just want you to stay there.
Get me a target.
Working on it, buddy.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I did not realize that's what that was doing.
I will leave footprints of Scarlet.
Oh, I think I'm lucky. I moved everyone off of that just in time. However, he's gonna have to move through it if he does that. Okay.
You will not die in dishonor.
Okay, you
If I may,
give me the ability to shoot this one.
Down.
Okay. And then just settle in there.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Give her a little bit extra health. Alright, we got one more guy all the way down here, huh? Well, is he actually in my range? No, I have to move up. Okay. Perfect. I can do that. Without being electrocuted. Okay. 6. Close your weakness.
Who, if not me?
Surefire plan. And then murder.
I'll make it happen. Inevitable.
Is there still someone else? I don't think I have anywhere for you to go. Because I don't think you can hit this guy. Nope. We've already put... Have we put forewarning on Cabela? No. Well, we'll do that.
Was that you? Or... Okie dokie.
Do you have any psychic abilities? Siphon life? Oh, can't quite siphon. Okay, fine. Okay, Cabela.
Death comes
I don't
in
think you're really going to kill
silence.
anything, but I want you to take some cover.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Can we do anything about... No, because they are in cover. Non-destructive cover, of course. Of course.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I refuse.
Okay, well that was a waste, but I had to see. Oh, hold on. This is me moving. Don't seem to be able to get a good angle on them. But I can try, I suppose. So close to dying. Still in the line of sight. I thought I had Idira.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Can you see? No, we can't siphon without seeing. I suppose that's... That kind of looks like where we need to go. Cabela, hang out, please. Really? That's your plan?
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Be Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Okay. Why do I have to chase him? He's just like hiding in a corner. That is so unbelievably annoying.
Let's make some opportunities.
I think he's bugged, actually.
I know what is to come.
Sure, drop a forewarning. And this guy.
An
Really?
offering of blood.
Perils of the Warp, huh? Kidding me.
Do not dare ask. Battlefields are always
Okay,
drowned
I just-
in scarlet.
I'm just following this guy. Hey, dude. You made me do this. Wow, you have no exploits on you, huh?
I'll see to
Guess
it
you haven't been in
personally.
anyone's line of sight. Alright.
I'll make it happen.
I really just
I'll
need you
see
to
to
die.
it. You never stood a chance.
Data meditation is terminated.
Everyone get your butts over here. Out of the electricity, please. Okay.
Watching
Pascal.
the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart.
Fresh
Thank you,
injury,
Stevie.
huh?
My cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
That's nice.
We function as one.
Okay. Everyone's healed. Everything's fine. There's an athletics to get down there. Oh, and there's a lot of looting bodies. Okay. Well, let's take just Pascal for a second. Eh. Let's collect more dead bodies. All the stuff to sell eventually. Oh, who's my athletics person? Well, I'll do this as everybody, I guess. Let's wait for this to stop sparking. And then we'll all run.
Let us not dawdle.
That was a problem for you.
Goods. Excellent. Multi-key. Plasma pistol, huh? Ooh, it's a plasma pistol. Is it you? You have an arc rifle. can equip the plasma pistol. It's got better armor penetration. I can't give him a second loadout, unfortunately. Oh well. I'll think about it. Inspect the cogitator data. Let's do this.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
A multitude of symbols. I thought he was reading it. A multitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realize they are the foundational tenets of the Electro Priest religion. Standing out among them is the triumph of reason over all other facets of human nature. Okay, cool. So glad we did that. Okay.
Ready for data input.
I think you can pad not through the lightning.
Integrity factor increased.
Cause of my own mistakes.
My frail organics required it. Executing request.
Just get out of the way. Sorry, that wasn't what I meant to do. That was what I had been trying to do when it was like, you're ambushed. Alright, everybody. No, no, fuck's sake. Everybody, over here. Out of the damn electric field. Fuck's sake. Okay.
Over.
The dead heretics are suspiciously different from the others. The symbols on their clothes are drawn wrongly, and the standard issue military uniforms show through the blasphemous tatters. So they were infiltrators, I assume?
Operation successful.
Oh good, a medkit to replace the one I lost to my own stupidity.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
Wait for it to spark again. And we'll select everybody. Huh. Bodies of careless cultists have been thoroughly fried by an arc of the motive force.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Anything of interest? Well, besides an impending ambush, I suppose. Okay. In we go, guys. Oh, that's unpleasant. Do realize the tech priest probably doesn't have real organs, right? A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. In the clenched claws of stagnation, in the shackles of iteration zero, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechadendrites spring into combat mode instantly, and a woeful rattle comes out of his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the Purity Protocol. The blessed Amarnat has been captured by heretics and is being tortured.
We must save the esteemed tech priest without risking his life. We can use the blasphemer's clothing as disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them and thus cleansing the Hall of Heretics. Sure, do it. So down for that. The lightning discharges have charred the cultists' corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered in the blood of innocents, are crudely painted over with emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coats of arms, even deceitfully worn, all this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention to you. A little late for that, I already got a demon hunting after me, so... meh. With a look of revulsion, Cabela picks up one of the rags with the tip of her blade. Nothing but your word, Domin Arteli, can make me don this filth. Once we are done, I will scrape my skin clean with a metal brush and bathe it in caustic lye. Do not make me. I would rather not do all of that. If it helps save a worthy man, I will put on the cultist robes. I pray that the Omnissiah gives the blessed Amarnant enough fortitude. Also, because I just don't want to fight that. Time passed. 5 minutes, 0 seconds. We don't look that disguised, I'm gonna be honest. Heretic's garb clings to your skin like a greedy leech. Tingling and foul fever spread across your body as though these tatters have imbibed the vile contents of their former wearer's soul. Good. Let us commit sabotage. Don't mind me. One of us really only needed to do this, so we didn't need to have everyone wear the stupid robes. A heavy crown of golden neural augmetics rests upon the servitor's head. The crown is bent and broken from ruthless gunbutt blows. The pale body is covered in blasphemous inscriptions carved into the withered flesh. I identify this acolyte as a distribution servitor. I am registering upon it traces of sacrilegious violation of the right of operation. The probability of its responsiveness to commands is below average. We could try to conduct a restart ceremony. For the glory of the Omnissiah, let this machine spirit sleep, that it may awaken and serve again. Let the outer neural connection circuit be plunged into darkness. Let the command response hub fall silent. Pascal switches to Beinherrick's speech, accompanying his every action with a line from a sacred hymn. It is amazing how the reverent awe in the tech priest's voice can be discerned, even through his rattling vox. Suddenly, every light on the servitor's crown comes alive. A shower of sparks bursts forth from the augmetics on the servitor's brow, and several black, ash-tinted tears run from its empty eye sockets. Ready to serve. Energize the hull's power units to maximum. It will be done. Okay. Are we doing? What is the next step?
Pay attention.
There's goods up there. That's good to know. Safety system control altar. Let's fix that one. The altar is adorned with gilded skulls. Threads of metal that used to be electros. I think that's supposed to be electros, not electus, are fused into the bone. Once majestic, the altar has now been desecrated with blasphemous images of blue-green suns. Some of its levers and buttons have been pried from their sockets, but the mechanism still glorifies the Omnissiah with its operation. I'm guessing these are sort of Zinchi-type cultists, yeah? I identify this as the safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed. and may its spirit forgive us. We're gonna cause the altar to overload. No one is wiser to any of this. Pascal offers a short binaric prayer, then enters command after command to set up a trap for the machine spirit inhabiting the altar. The code born out of the tech priest's tinkering causes the spirit to flutter confusedly in a snare of impossible commands, heat up the altar's circuit boards, and perish forever in the showers of sparks that burst forth from the melting wires. May we be granted the Omnissiah's forgiveness for this act. I am registering a general shutdown of the security system. Okay. What is left? Utter the Liddy from the command throne, huh? Is that the command throne? A grim-looking heretic walks up to you, resolutely blocking your path. As he studies your disguise with suspicion, you note that his left eye has 2 conjoined irises, while his right has 4. I don't know you. Who are you? Why haven't I met you before? Perhaps the Master has blinded your eyes to trifles so that you may behold what is true. Our Master blind you too, sister. Cool. He's like, yeah, that seems... I just babbled a bunch of nonsense at him, and he was like, yeah, cool. You seem legit. A tech priest corpse, his throat slit, sits upon a splendid command throne laced with finely wrought motive force paths. A contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes. This is the Lumeno Deacon's command throne. This is where the power unit actuation and shutdown litanies are recited from. The blessed Lumeno Deacon himself has the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through. You know... Sure, I'll do it. Ah, I succeeded. Good. That was not 100% success, right? I very easily, the way my rolls go in this game, I 100% could have gotten a really bad roll on that and failed it. As soon as you lay your hands on the command throne's panels, a painful sting of electricity numbs your senses for an instant. Your fingers cramp and your vision goes dim. Forgive us, Omnissiah, for such a gross violation of the right of operation. Repeat the litany after me and activate the command runes I point to. Oh, I did take damage. Just not a lot, I guess. Probably should have had him sit down. Repeat the words. And successful activation of the power units. Ah, excellent. Nice and tidy. Talk to the rescued tech priest. Excellent. Everyone has now shed their goodie, their terrible, terrible costumes. And now begins lootening. Jesus. Ratobi pattern lasgun, huh? My long las is just way better. I will keep one because I think Idira has a las gun, so we'll see if this is better. So many things to loot. So little time. Heavy armor. Okay.
The machine god grants
already. Look at the level ups. They're just rolling in. I think that's it. So, Tech Priest. Let him go. In the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. Wrong and twisters being added to it. Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Amernant. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Examine the Tech Priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmetics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this Tech Priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Who are you, servant of the Omnissiah? The name of this spark is Abel Hanuman. The echo of my call has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykad Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. Ask him about Amernant. You came here because of him, after all. He came because of himself. Myself? To redeem myself. To correct a mistake. Possibly. But how do you? There's a look of gentle condescension in Abel's eyes, strange, given the circumstances. The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration. What design? An intention both bold and honorable, to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension. A plan written so that the righteous may follow, and trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression toward it. Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long. You can talk once we get him out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. Do you know him? A subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalogue. Interrogation is impossible due to subject's evident affective state of clouded consciousness. Try to take him down. He shifts his... As soon as you touch the Tech Priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, "Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I heard their prayers. Find them. Save them. Recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration, so that you may behold what is hidden." A blast of motive force runs down the Tech Priest's body, and his face contorts in a mocking grimace. Malformed binaric code, repulsively jarring on the ears, pours out of his vox. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the Electro Priest's hiding area. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical, an unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of Texorcism protocol. Kibella gives Pascal a long look, her eyebrows raised in a silent question. Pascal responds with an equally long silence, then creaks. Thank you for your cooperation. Request denied. The Catechism demands that this act be performed by an authorized unit. Sure. I shall help save him. Okay, he's laughing at me. He convulses. And, trying to cast off his meat cocoon. Result, failure. Requesting assistance. Pascal's mechadendrite extends a thin drilling needle. Sacred ungans glisten on it. A code purification aria is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed Tech Priest's skull and touches his neural augmetic, forming an electric circuit within it. Extreme strain is visible on his face. Furious litanies pour out of his vox.
We're gonna use the tech use. I shocked him to death. This overload destroys some of the circuit boards of his neurologmetic, resets his code, and erases the schismatical from existence. The tech priest's eyes roll up and he loses consciousness, crushed, yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With the utmost care, Pascal takes his body down from the mechanism and lays it on the floor. His stirring litanies of gratitude to the Omnissiah echo through the hall. Rest, Tech Brother. We will come back for you when we have done our duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive toward uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the Machine God. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer the full duties to fulfill the duties of an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. Yes, is the answer to that.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
I would like to heal me.
I owe you a debt.
Before I pick up any more debilitating injuries. Anyway. So, it said, what did it say? Find the surviving priests. The circular cogitator and can be opened by a special prayer.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our May its vitality.
I hope I didn't kill the remaining priests, but I kind of think I did. Where is the circular cogitator? Well, there's like a whole area. Well. I don't know. To the outside, huh? Near the circular cogitator, huh?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The Electro Priest's hiding place must be nearby. Okay. Can we use it? Accepts the contract circuit restoration, and that wall's gonna open. Okay. Hello. That's why you guys tried to kill me out there. Dar Impulse 6. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now he's showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos, or electus. They are electus, actually. So through his oddly bluish tinted skin. Apparently I've done things in a weird order, because then I would know what electus were. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. I, Rogue Traitor, Arceli Van Valensis, declared this monastery to be under my protection. The motive force brought you here at the right time, Pilgrim. The hollowed electrodynamic Cenobian receives you, Pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the motive force and the praetor electroid of this sacred monastery. The rank of praetor electroid is a sign of high standing within the Electro Priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor. You have brought an assassin. Good, she will find much work here. Are you ready for the new toils, Blessed Slayer? Always. Can it be any other way?
What happened here, and how'd you manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon this cenobium, we gave battle. But the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead for us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he is upset about failing to discover the Electro-Priest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre than the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the ark wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted, and the world of Rykad Minoris may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemous enter. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear it. My enforcers and the governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery. I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a select few are allowed to behold the ark and the relic within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have them put to death. Confirmed. The presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the Praetor Electrode's blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of operation. Sure, better to die protecting the lumens and coils than to accept help from unworthies. But we'll have to deal with the mess as usual. As I see, House Celio follows the same rules when it comes to outsiders. Okay. A few questions about this place. Truth is like the light, and blocking its path is criminal. You are not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus I have met. Our faith imposes a duty of obedience on us. Every Electro-Priest is given numerous Electus that combine in a blessed Voltageist circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with its light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. The Omnissiah's tears is what we call this phenomenon, this dying away of unworthy flesh. As we shun the layperson's primitive means of looking at the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies. Cool. I wish to get to the Holy Reactor. Yeah, can we DDoS them? Or that's exactly what they're doing. They are DDoSing. I must press on. The Ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. May the charge of the Omnissiah's grace persist in the batteries of the faithful. Okay. So this actually seems like a good place to leave things for now. I'm going to level everybody up. And then probably call it for today. I think I wanted sharpshooter. Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Guess I should do my intelligence. Okay. That sounds fun. Let's boost her perception. Alright. What do we got? I use that one a lot, so might as well cost less. Sure, we'll boost commerce. Let's see. Pascal. I was like, who am I do? What am I doing right now? Sure. Perception. Cool. Sure. Crowd kill sounds great. Why don't you carouse? And my lovely blade dancer. That. Boost awareness. Cool, everyone's leveled. Alright. So, save the game. And, way there. Well, you know, there might be, at some point, a game for Trench Crusade, although Trench Crusade is its own level of ridiculousness. A bunch of my friends are really into Trench Crusade. Assigning factions to everybody. I don't know which one they were like, you're gonna do this for me, but I just sort of have been ignoring it. I can do like one miniature thing, and that's kind of it. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Next week is playing Games with Minx. Let me see. I don't know if we had decided what it was gonna be yet. Yeah, we don't know what it's gonna be, but 6 p.m. UK time, 11 a.m. Mountain, noon Central. Keep into the early times. The next 2 weeks will be streams with Minx, and then there will be an off week, and then hopefully we'll be starting Reanimal. But I will keep that as up to date as I can on the stream schedule, so that should all be hopefully around. Anyway, like, that should be up to date. I'm going to work really hard this year to keep that schedule up to date. As soon as I know when things are happening, I will be putting that on the stream schedule on the channel. In the meantime, go send you to I'm gonna send you to Minx, because she's playing Keep Digging with a bunch of other people, bunch of the other folks I've played with before. should be a fun time. I'm sure they're not stressed at all. I'm sure everything is going well. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys hopefully next week for some co-op fun. Cool. Bye!